Hey, this is Dave Gleason. I'm head coach at Athletic Revolution in Pembroke, Massachusetts. Today what I want to talk to you in context to youth fitness training is speed that lasts. How do you develop speed in your young athletes that lasts? I think the first thing we need to do is back up for just a second and realize that we're dealing with young athletes, which means they're developing, and another way of saying that is they're constantly changing. There's a ton of variables when you talk about working with any young athlete. Okay, we already talked about the fact that they're developing at sometimes a very quick rate. There's things that we can't control, like nutrition, sleeping patterns, all-nighters because of tests the next day. All these different factors that play into a young athlete's life that will affect our training programs, including how we develop speed. So that being said, a 6 to 8 or even 9 week program to develop speed is not suffice. It can be a great introduction to your program, which is what we do here with all of our academies, whether it be soccer academy, basketball academy, our new wrestling academy, you name it. But a 6 to 8 week program does not work, especially when it comes to kids. Now, I've even seen some advertisements out there talking about how, well, adults typically learn a new skill in 6 to 8 weeks. That may be true, but what happens on week 9 and 10 and 11? Again, especially when you're talking about kids that are changing. Kids are different organisms every time they walk in your facility, pretty much. Every time you have a session with them, they could be completely different than they were the last time that you saw them. You need to take that into account when you're developing your speed and agility programs. So, as you can very well imagine at this point, I'm not going to get into all the X's and O's in developing a speed and conditioning program. Whether, when you should work on deceleration or whether you should work on force production, when strength training should apply, all those different things, okay? Some of that science is there, and so is the art of coaching that science at the iyca.org website. And I want you to really take a moment to go there, iyca.org, and check out all they have to offer on this subject and so much more. But what I want you to take away from today is to build long-term or lasting speed, you need to look at a long-term approach to your training, whether it is for speed, strength, the whole gamut of things that you could particularly be looking for your young athletes. So, that said, I'm going to let you go. It's a quick video on developing long-term speed. Hope you enjoyed it. I hope you're going to take the time to check out the IYCA, and we'll talk to you again with my next video very, very soon. Thanks so much.